Yeah. It's the MELLO-ROOM, baby.
It is the MELLO-ROOM, man. We here today. You already know what it is, man. It's another Sunday. I am the one they call Ooze.
Yes, sir. And I am Lucas.
My partner,
back
Lucas.
here doing his thing in the engineer room as usual.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know what it is, man. We here. Happy to be here, man. It's been a long week. I think right now this is like the good therapy for the week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of you can't wait to get in this moment because it's like, damn, you get to just let it all chill, relax. You know what I'm saying?
Let your hair down.
Yeah, this probably is the most relaxed I am all week. You know what I'm saying? So this right here is a good one for me. What's going on, Lucas?
It ain't much, man. You know how I do, man. I'm always busy, always in here. Got a bunch of shit to do today after the show, before the show. But I'm here, man, holding it down.
I feel you, man. And y'all already know, man, we got a few people we got one person here in the building chopping it up with us today. We got Drizzy Drew in the building. What's good, Drew?
Yeah, what's up, Drew?
You already know, man. You know he kicking it, chopping it up with us. He throw his opinion in here and there.
Yeah, I'm just here sharing this shit. My bad.
All right, yeah, nah, please do. Please continue to share. Even for all those who out there who just tuning in, who just getting in the loop, share, pass it around.
Thank you for tuning in, man. Another day, Sunday fun day.
Yeah, man. But you know, it's been one hell of a week, man. Mike, what's been going on with you aside from the work, the busy work? You know what I'm saying?
Man, been pretty good, man. It's just chilling, you know, doing the family thing.
Y'all been able to get out and enjoy anything this week?
I mean, I never get out to enjoy shit, but you know, I enjoy whatever I'm doing anyway. So you know, I'm always out and about, man. I've been moving around. Just checking out what's coming up with some of the local people and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's a whole fact.
Excuse me. Just tightening things up here at the studio, man. We got a session tonight, yo. Shout out to those gentlemen.
Yeah. And, they definitely get busy.
Yeah, so you know, just like I said, man, I'm always busy running around everywhere, doing stuff with the family, doing stuff with. Oh, and quick shout out to my sister. It's her birthday today.
Big shout out to sis.
So shout out to her. And of course, with that in mind, iCravesDessert.net, man. Go to iCravesDessert.net. Go show the birthday girl some love. Order some cookies for her from her own shit.
Put your order in.
You know what I'm saying?
Dozen.
And also Ayers Printing as well, man. Shout out Ayers Printing. Doing this thing with the Geek and the Beast podcast. Yo, we see you every Wednesday, man. Do your thing.
Yeah,
and with the Ayers Printing and everything.
It goes down.
Yeah.
They definitely be having some interesting conversation and dialect. You know what I mean? They definitely have a good time with it, though. It's a free flowing environment over there.
Yeah.
Big shout out to them, man. You already know,
what
man.
You got going on, bro?
I mean, you know me, man. It's been chilling, you know, trying to get ready. We got everything feel like it's such, like, right around the corner. Like, this time of the year, you know what I'm saying, it's always crazy.
Yeah, because you got Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Well, it's because
a lot of people's birthdays be in November and December and shit.
And the last 3 months of the year, you got holidays out the yin yang, you know what I'm saying? And I think Halloween really kicks it off and puts it into effect for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of it, we got Halloween coming up next Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So I'm sure everybody out there getting the kids ready with the costumes and doing all that and whatever. I'm sure adults too, because I've been seeing adults posting pictures with the costumes or whatnot.
I feel like everybody's ready. Like,
yeah.
They've been cooped up so long, man. They're like, I don't care what it is.
They all looking for parties and waves out. You know what I'm saying? So
for real.
I've been seeing the costumes. I don't know if they've been going to costume parties or whatnot, but I've been seeing posters of pictures and shit like that. You know what I mean? But it's super dope, you know what I'm saying? But I think along with the holidays just comes the pressure of it. Who are you getting what dish are you bringing to the event?
I can't even go there in my mind yet.
I mean, how you got to is right there.
I know.
I know. Yeah, literally.
Like, I know, it's right around the corner.
It's not like
and I'm the worst, yo. Like, we'll get that shit like 2 weeks before.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm telling you, that's the same shit here. You know, everybody try to hit the home run in the last inning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm one that I'm guilty of it myself. I do this shit all the time.
Yeah, I know.
You know, and it's funny because even
sucks.
after you do it all the time, you be thinking to yourself like, damn, next year I'm gonna structure this shit out.
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna start buying shit in March and shit.
And this shit.
Next thing you know, it's June, and you're like, what?
Yeah, roll right by you, and without no fucking recollection of what you said.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. It's also an exciting time. You know what I'm saying? And I think everybody's excited for it just because it's been such a
holidays, man. Everybody miss Christmas and shit like
you know,
that.
But it's also gonna be a very, how can I say it, shocking one as well, because it's been so much going on this year, we lost so many people.
Yeah, we lost a lot of people. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, so just the people you're not gonna get to see.
I don't think the worst is over, but I don't think it's to come. But I still think we're expecting something here come November, December.
Very, very true. That's very true.
Yeah, I think they're gonna put us. In my personal opinion, I feel like they're gonna put us back on lockdown.
Think so?
Come November, December. Yeah, because they already starting the number spike stories. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And we're coming toward the end of October. You got election at the end, the beginning of November. Mm-hmm. I think once that's passed, man, we pretty much going back to what we knew happened in the beginning. Like until January, until the next seat is taken by who it may be or whatever.
Yeah.
I think they're just going to push that just a little bit longer, man.
But you think it's going to go back into lockdown mode?
In some places, yeah, because you gotta look at it like it wasn't until October, September that a lot of people that have been out of work since January, February got laid off, like furloughed, like completely got rid of.
Got moved into layoff.
Yeah. So it's like it's crazy how that happened, and you would think that we're coming towards the end or the opening back up, they would be bringing these people back in and shit, but that's not the case,
Yeah, no, that's very true. That's definitely a whole fact. But, I mean, just to go back into lockdown the way certain places seen lockdown, to go into that mode of it, that's just, I mean, it would help.
Or they could tell you look, the numbers have gone down, but we need a mandatory 14-day shut down. That's how it started. It started we shut down for 14 days. 2 days in, we shutting down for 21 days. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I just think we're gonna.
I guess for us, we
kind of repeat that pattern.
I guess here we just being at Florida really.
Yeah, we didn't go through.
We didn't go through it like the other places went through it. You know what I'm saying? And for those who tell a story, whatever way they want to tell it, you know what I'm saying? I'll be the first to let y'all know. Like granted, they had curfews and play and shit like that, but
it wasn't even like something where you if you violate the curfew.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like here it was more or less like, are you essential? Well, what's considered essential?
And like everything.
Once you found your loophole into what's essential, it was like, all right, well, go ahead, nigga.
Because at the end of the day, like if you work at a gas station, which most people here in Central Florida do. Mm-hmm. You essential. If you worked at Walmart or Home Depot or any of these places like Burger King, McDonald's, this is what most of the people work here in Central Florida. Yeah. So a lot of people wind up being essential. Shit, office furniture was essential.
Yeah, I mean that's why I say whichever way they wanted to cut it or slice it, it's sometimes like we always, and not even sometimes, like we always do like to say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So in the contents of what they're doing, it's just how they word it. Mm-hmm. So what are you able to do and not able to do?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But you know what it is, man. At
least Sunday fun day. We ain't worried about that shit.
Yeah, man. Right now we just happy to be out. You feel me?
Hell yeah, man. If you just tuning in, thank you so much. It's MELLO-ROOM, Sunday fun day. Oh. And like usual, we always have some music in the beginning. We talk a little bullshit. I got a question of the day.
No, it's a whole fact.
Answer the question before the end of the podcast in the comments, either on if you're following on YouTube or you following on Facebook, you just comment the answer into the comments, and I will see who gets there first, and I will reward the winner at the end of the show.
That's a whole fact.
But you got to tune in the whole show because you never know when the show's going to end.
Also, you might want to tune in early because you might want to be the first one to answer that comment.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too.
So it ain't about where you tune in at. It's how you tune in and how fast you can submit your answer.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And also, like we always tell you guys here, we do give away a prize. It could be a shirt.
It'd be a shirt and a mask free 2-hour studio time sponsored by Studio 1025.
Indeed.
Excuse me. There you go.
And have that.
And then you pretty much, if you're local, you would go for studio time, obviously. Mm-hmm. I can't give it to you if you're out of state unless you're coming to Florida, and we happen to work that out.
Yeah, we definitely can work that out. What? So right now, man, what we gonna do, man? We gonna get into a joint. We always like to put forth what we do here, man. This is the whole purpose and the essence of what we do here at MELLO-ROOM. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna give y'all some of this good music that we keep talking about.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Right now, who we got lined up in the chamber ready to let?
I've been feeling this dude lately. The past couple weeks we've been playing him, so I want to play him again to start off the show.
Okay, who we
got? And
we're
gonna play Equan Keith.
Yeah, he definitely Equan Keith, man. Shout out to Equan Keith, man.
And I think what we played last week, 5G.
We played both last week.
We did?
Yeah, the show got took out on New York. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's right. All right, fuck it, yo. We started off with New York, like the last show. So if you tuning in, man, shout out to Equan Keith, and this joint's called New York, man. You in the MELLO-ROOM, man. Sunday fun day.
You already know, man. Shout out to the homie.
Yes, sir.
Niggas shit on they fam, credit card scam, snitch on they man. Streets in New York, niggas frontin' on the gram, but their only hands kill you for the bands. In the streets in New York, niggas rack a Tim and J's, push and catch a fade, find a way to get paid. In the streets in New York, in the streets in New York, in the streets in New York, in the streets in New York.
From a place where the scariest dudes are shooters, cause we smoking like hookah, bout they cheese like it's Gouda. Touch the meaning, Sierra mean gangsters like in their future. Dudes that used to be hoopers, now the ones selling Buddha, jugging, busting maneuvers. Damn, I'm on my building rooftop, observing all the chaos occurred in a few blocks. I'm thinking about the Willie Lynch letter and Tupac, and if he was allowed to see how stupid dudes got, but who's not? Drug dealing, dreaming, thinking with the hood mentality. We smoke a lot of weed to escape our reality. Everything is convenient that's surrounding me. Shopping malls, food, liquor stores, I ain't gotta leave. Fighting for Jordans instead of healthcare, with people relying on wicked welfare. I'm feeling like we in hell here. You wanna survive and you gotta make it yourself here. In the streets of New York,
niggas shit on they fam, credit card scam, snitch on they man. In the streets of New York, niggas frontin' on the gram, but their only hands kill you for the bands. In the streets of New York, niggas rack a Tim and J's, push and catch a fade, find a way to get paid. In the streets of New York, 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 in the streets of New York. Niggas selling right on the corner, rack a skinny and bomber. She's cold and getting warmer, no kid, that's for Obama. Buying cars in the projects, selling side with no progress. Gotta change up your mindset, pills and liquor we only digest. Hit the 24-hour, we get fried. Runners overpaid, we struggle just to get by. Be in the hallway, steps we doing foreplay. The only way out is rapping the ball play. You could try to preach every day and you could try to say it, but New Yorkers only listen what Jay saying. Who dreamers turning niggas that is trapping, the corny niggas turn to fake IG rapping. This shit is real in the city, ladies got more heart than most niggas. Nowadays the humble niggas be the killer. If you hustle part-time then you a fake dealer. Don't complain, do your time, and that's when it gets realer. Niggas shit on they fam, credit card scam, snitch on they man. In the streets of New York, niggas frontin' on the gram, but their only hands kill you for the bands. In the streets of New York, niggas rack a Tim and J's, push and catch a fade, find a way to get paid. In the streets of New York, 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 in the streets of New York.
Shout out to Equan Keith, man. Y'all already know what it is. One time for the homie. You know what I mean? And that's one of the joints that I actually really like. You know what I'm saying? The beat there is one of those beats. Is I guess you could say it's a ooze type of beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's one of those where I would have fell in the pocket and rolled out. You already know.
Facts, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like he left a little space there and shit, you know what I'm saying?
You already know. Shout out to the homie Equan Keith, man. But you already know, man, like we said, back here at the MELLO-ROOM. It's Sunday Fun Day. You know what I mean? We back at it. We got a lot going on today, man. There's a lot going on in sports. And I hope everybody been in tune, putting their bets in. Mike, you put your bets in today?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yes, I did.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
Yeah,
Word.
man. We can talk about our choices and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I haven't been able to follow. I kind of made my choices. Yeah, I made my choices based off of what my statistically I know about teams and shit like that. So
okay, I'm gonna tell you if you should have reached out and called. Because I'm gonna let you know, man, for real. Because you know, at the end of the day, right now it's $1 million on the line in the Terry Bradshaw joint, the Super 6 shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I hope everybody taking a shot out of this free money. Why not? You know what I'm
saying?
Right?
Yeah. I tried to put some other niggas on it too.
Pick and estimate. You know what I mean? And get your game, get your picks in, and hopefully you can get something good out the deal. You feel me? And if not,
sir.
And if you do, and I don't happen to win, I just want a little finder's fee. You feel me?
I'm
putting niggas on. You feel me?
Yeah.
I could have kept this for myself.
See, I didn't have to tell nobody.
I had to tell nobody nothing.
I didn't tell y'all shit.
Yeah, you know, and also you still got the NBC one, the NBC Sports Predictor. That's $100,000 on the line for tonight's game, which is
for some reason my phone wouldn't let me download that app.
What you mean?
I don't know. I haven't got into it. The first time I tried it, it didn't. It gave me like a warning. So I just left it alone for now.
I'm gonna have to check it out before we get out of here. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's another chance at $100,000. And tonight's game is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Okay.
So you know it's a nice game on the line. It's a lot of people that they think Raiders ain't really got a shot.
Yeah.
But the Raiders ain't been doing too bad this season, so there's people out there that
and this
feel
is
like
their
this
first season in LA and LV, right?
Las Vegas? This is their first season in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And they've been doing that. They've been doing one too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They still got that gridiron, really hard grind football, attitude to them. And it's been paying off.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
So shout out to both teams. We're gonna see what happens tonight. I'm gonna get my picks in. Hopefully you guys get yours in. You know what I mean? And hey, let's see who get this money. You know what I'm saying? But that was one.
I wanted to at least win the 10 grand.
I'd be satisfied with a piece of a piece. You feel me?
Yeah.
Any money to coming to me from there is money I didn't have to begin with. You feel me? So whichever way it's gonna come out, I'm with it. You feel me?
Yeah. So as we move along, man, I'm gonna get into this question right now, yo.
Oh, okay. So because I was about to I forgot we were gonna play 2 joints. You said, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna play a joint after this, but I'm gonna get into the question so we get it out the way. And the question today is, and if you don't answer the question, nobody gets it. I'm going to change the question by next week. So you can only answer these questions in the live. You can't answer them afterwards. So if you see this and it's not live, the question no longer is valid. But here we go, man. Let's get into this question here today. And this is pretty simple. You can look this shit up if you would like. I don't give a fuck how you do it. Google it. What is it? Wikipedia, whatever you believe is the best search engine for you to find out these answers. Go ahead and do that and just answer in the comments below, and I will let you know if you won by the end of the show. I just made a whole rhyme. You didn't even notice. All right. So the question is, what is the largest ocean on Earth? Okay? What is the largest ocean on Earth? You got to answer that question before the end of this podcast in the comments below, and you can win yourself a free t-shirt and a mask or some studio time sponsored by Studio 1025. I will write the question in the comments as well in case you missed it.
It's actually a pretty good question. Came across that question before we got here and was like, I'm gonna use this question.
It was just actually I picked the cards up, was like, oh look, question. Perfect. All right. Once again, what is the largest ocean on Earth? I will write in the comments, answer below, and good luck. So, as I type this in, Uzi, would you like to go ahead and introduce
definitely.
This
Who
next
we got lined
jam
up and ready to let fly right now?
By Lou O.D.
Definitely. Lou O.D., he's been around here around the show for a while. We've been playing his music.
And he's been posting up videos that he got going on and
definitely.
stuff.
He's actually been posting a lot of videos, and he's been all over the place, too. So check Lou O.D. out. He's definitely been taking advantage of the travel time. You know what I mean? We caught him. I seen pictures. He was in like Vegas or something. I seen some more. He was in Cali.
Really?
So it looked like he all over the place with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
shout out to Lil
I didn't
OD.
notice that. That's crazy.
Yeah, shout out to Lil OD. You know, when I do stumble onto the gram, I definitely, you know, I come across him and shit. So you already know I salute every time I see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to Lil OD doing this thing. And we're going to hit the road with this nigga.
Okay.
So this is Lil OD, Hit the Road.
Let's go.
By Lil OD.
You already know.
You
shout
already
out to
know.
Lil OD.
Yeah, man.
Cloud9 shit. Yo, Els, what up? Glizzy, what up? I mean, I be trying to tell niggas to fuck with me, but off the strength, niggas just don't wanna fuck with me. I mean, I'm just trying to get this money, baby. That all. I've been hustling, slanging fucking bitches. Shit's ridiculous. You been cuffing and not getting nothing. Shit is slow. You ain't talking about no dough, bro. Don't hit my line. Hit the road. If you ain't talking about no dough, don't hit my line. Hit the road. I've been hustling, slanging fucking bitches. Shit's ridiculous. You been cuffing and not getting nothing. Shit is slow. You ain't talking about no dough, bro. Don't hit my line. Hit the road. If you ain't talking about no dough, don't hit my line. Hit the road. Grams on the scale. Hit my BM with a couple bills in case I need bail. Boys ask questions, she won't tell. She won't snitch, she rather go to hell. Now rather get money, don't find shit funny. They take these shots, want anything from me. Put a hose in clothes, now you look bummy. I shine in the dark, I be making shit sunny. That's cause a nigga hot. Spit so raw, flow so dope. Put it in a pot, rap so hard. Turn it to a rocket, took your wanky, turn to a thought. But now she on my dick and she ain't trying to jump off. Get me a pack, I flip shit off. Gotta get back, what I pay for, don't come back. Short, get popped like a pop. I just started from the bottom, but a couple homies switch sides. Couple shots on the Glocks, no selfie, but this cannon shoot they good side. So who side? These niggas want smoke this barrel, who got? Crack medulla. Difference between me and them, I'ma shoot time. I've been hustling, slanging fucking bitches. Shit's ridiculous, you been cuffing and not getting nothing. Shit is slow, you ain't talking about no dough, bro. Don't hit my line, hit the road. If you ain't talking about no dough, don't hit my line, hit the road. I've been hustling, slanging fucking bitches. Shit's ridiculous, you been cuffing and not getting nothing. Shit is slow, you ain't talking about no dough, bro. Don't hit my line, hit the road. If you ain't talking about no dough, don't hit my line, hit the road.
We back. Shout out to Lil OD, man. I like the little laugh at the end. That gave me the kind of like the Thriller vibe.
Yeah. That was dope.
Yeah, it definitely was unexpected.
That was
too,
called
man.
Hit the Road, man, by Lil OD, man.
Hit the Road, Lil OD. You already know, man. So, yeah, man, like we said, man, it's been an interesting week, man. You already know. I've been working hard, you know, but in between time, I always try to catch something, you know what I mean? So I'm always surfing, whether it be YouTube or whether I be, you know what I mean, just checking shit out on ESPN, different shit like that. It was some crazy shit going on, though, you know what I mean? You seen the fights. You had fights this week in MMA.
Yeah. We're gonna talk. We're gonna get into
we're gonna get into all
We're
that.
probably gonna do a lot more bigger sports section today than we are hip hop history. So
yeah, we're gonna get into a lot of that. You know what I mean? Because it was a whole lot of sports. You know what I mean? You got also a lot of good games going on. Like I said, I just touched base on the sports apps. Hopefully, you guys got those down and got your.
And I'm just going through the list here. There's some pretty good ones, man.
Yeah. And
for hip hop history.
Yeah, and actually, that's something too that I was checking out earlier too. You know what I mean? Also, I seen a couple different podcasts this week because you know me, I'm always on. I like to be in touch with it. You know what I'm saying? I like to see what people out there doing, the innovative minds, and see what's going on with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I checked out a couple different things. It's getting closer to the Tyson and Roy Jones bout. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure everybody getting excited for that. That is November 28th.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So definitely keep that marked in on the calendars.
Yeah.
Sure.
And also, I want to make a quick announcement. It's not, we don't make it certified till tomorrow, but I'm going to give you guys a heads up, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you going to let it out the bag? You going to let it out the bag?
I'm not going to give them 100%, but pay attention, because Studio 1025 and the Ray Morales Show Live will be in, what is it? The UCBL. Ray will be doing his thing in the UCBL against another gentleman. We'll make all those announcements next Sunday. We'll probably even have Ray on next Sunday to just promote some of that stuff. So pay attention to that, man. We got some big things coming up, bro, especially in Central Florida. The UCBL been doing its thing. They were supposed to have a fight what is it, March or something. It got postponed. So they just did that recently. Shout out to some of the winners on the UCBL. Some local guys won some belts and whatever. But we'll get into that.
It was a good turnout. I seen the actual video online.
Oh, you watched it? Okay,
yeah, they sent me the link and I checked it out, and it actually seemed like a pretty good turnout, man. So shout out to them over there with the UCBL.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into that next week probably. Just giving you guys a heads up. Those are tuning in.
Definitely. So pay attention because that means we're gonna have some big news next week.
Yeah, definitely.
You know pay attention.
Let's get into this today in hip hop, man.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. It seemed like it was a lot on there from what I had seen.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit, man. We want to try to get through this, yo. And again, yo, happy birthday to my sister and the Alchemist.
Yeah.
Alchemist was born October 25th, 1977. Scorpio season. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Alchemist, man. He was a big influence in hip hop in the late 90s and all that shit, man.
Very, very true, man. Alchemist made some great legendary beats for a lot of your legendary tracks.
Yeah, man. All the way from Mobb Deep up to damn near, what's his name?
Oh, man, he had Mobb Deep, Nas, you know what I mean? Definitely
Brooklyn,
was a lot more.
Fab.
Yeah, to Fab, you know what I mean? He definitely produced a lot of your Queens artists, you know what I'm saying?
He also did a little bit. He also did beats for people that were more underground too, I think, right?
Yeah, most definitely. Did a lot of beats with did a lot of work with Devin the Dude. He even came out with his own album. Alchemist had a collaborational album with a lot of different artists. It was called First Infantry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was back in like I want to say it was like 2010 maybe, somewhere around there.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? It was a dope album.
I can't recall those years.
No, it was definitely a dope album, you know what I mean? It was around when Prodigy and Mobb Deep had the song with Nina Sky, the Hold You Down joint.
Okay.
It was around that time.
Hold me down.
Yeah. It was around that time, you know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Alchemist, you know what I mean? Because that album was dope, and there was a lot of joints on that album from a lot of artists that you really don't get to hear on a regular basis.
Yeah.
One of my favorite joints on the album was the joint with him and Devin the Dude.
Okay.
That was one of the bangers that I liked it on that one. And also there was another Queens artist on there. I think her name was I don't want to see, and that's the thing, because at that point in time it was Chink something was her name, if I remember correctly.
It doesn't come off 100%.
She was on the track. I forgot the name of the track that she was on there too, but it was a banger as well. That was one thing about that album, the First Infantry album. It had artists that were very well known, and then it also had artists that you really
like
knew.
I said, he used to make beats for people like
I
can't even think of the rap group at the moment, yo, but I know that Alchemist made their beats. And I even want to get into like nonfiction. I don't think nonfiction though. I can't remember. But anyway,
well, Alchemist's been around though, man. He's definitely
been around.
Worked with a lot of great artists.
Happy born day. Happy born day.
So big shout out to him. Happy born day, my G.
Next up, man, the film Crush Groove.
Oh man, legendary.
That was released October 25th, 1985. I was a young 2-year-old.
What was it?
1985.
What month?
October 25th, today.
Oh, shit, yeah, today. So I was actually a couple months.
Yeah?
I was like 6 months.
Yeah, I was at my 2 years. I was about 2 years at this point. But I definitely remember this movie. I remember as I got older, we watching it more and more and shit.
Yeah, it definitely was a movie that was played, a lot as I was growing up, and I seen it. Probably first time I really seen it and locked in with it, I was probably like 6 years old.
Yeah, probably around those ages when they're like, let's watch, like it comes on as a rerun on something like that in a movie, something like that.
Well, I mean, you got to remember through this movie, it sparked a lot of these guys' careers.
Yeah,
a lot of them went on and had great careers within. All of them really had good careers in music.
Yeah.
But even after this, a few of them had careers within film. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sheila E., the Fat Boys.
Yep.
They definitely had their movies, legendary movies, The Disorderlies.
Yeah, that's
that's
I
classics
love that
for
movie.
them. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, after that, you really seen a lot of them go in different directions. But this right here is really what kicked it off.
Synonymous for that shit.
Yeah, it really kicked it off for hip hop, and gave people a different look into the world.
And movies and music is in the same.
Most definitely.
Let's see what we got next. Madlib, also very influential dude in hip hop. And he was born October 24th, 1973.
Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, shout out Madlib. I can't, off the top of my head, do too many things by name, that he's done. But I know the name, and I know he's been around for a while.
Yeah, he's been around for quite some time.
Now, this right here is the shit on top of the shit. And if you were anybody in the world who knew anything in 1995, and you like to do shit in the street and beat motherfuckers up, or you like to go to the club and like, you know how when you was down south, you know, they started shaking your dreads and they stepping on your shit, you didn't even realize what was going on, like, you know, like you were like, man, nobody do this. Yeah. Well, Onyx was one of those people that up north, like if you got punched in the gut or knocked over on the floor, you had to understand that this is just Onyx, yo.
Yeah, definitely.
And Onyx released their second album, All We Got Is Us, October 24th. 1995, man.
Big shout out to Onyx, man. That's definitely a legendary group when it comes to this thing we call hip hop.
Yeah, man. I mean? Slam was like, you could put on Slam with white people and they'll love that shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, Onyx really just had a very edgy and very gritty sound. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And
they still do their thing on tour in the UK and shit like that.
Yeah, because what they got is timeless. They could perform it forever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying. And that's why I say with that edgy and gritty sound, it actually attracted those other elements to hip hop.
That's why I said like up north, we didn't, you know, really step on people's shoes and dance like that. But if Onyx came on, there was a potential of that happening.
There was a fight going on. Somebody was getting slammed.
Yeah, there's a potential of that happening and shit.
Yeah, definitely. So, you know, big shout out to Onyx, man. That's why I say the influence of that group, that can never be denied. You know what I'm saying? Those guys
and that album, that either. That's the synonymous symbol of Onyx, the upside down, the evil smiley face with the red X. Yeah. I'll never forget that shit.
It's a whole fact.
All right, next up, Planet Asia. I'm not too familiar, but the name sounds familiar. But the music wise, it's not ringing a bell at this moment. Yeah, Planet Asia, and he was born October 24th, 1976.
Happy born day.
Happy born day.
Happy belated. 24th.
Next we got Little Brother. Little Brother released, I guess it's a group. Little Brother released their third album, Get Back, and that was on October 23rd, 2007. So, you know, that was in the 2000s.
Definitely, it was one of those that flew under the radar.
Yeah, it flew under the radar. For me as well. I'm not familiar with Little Brother as a group. You know what I'm saying? Very familiar with these people, man. Dilated Peoples.
Oh, yeah.
Released their second album, Expansion Team, October 23rd, 2001.
Yeah, and this is when they were really catching their heat, too.
Yeah, like late 90s into early 2000s, Dilated Peoples was doing their thing. But again, they fell victim to more of that gangster hip-hop radio rap that kind of like pushed conscious music out of the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, so
because they worked with the thing is that they almost had it too, because around that time I think they had that joint with Kanye.
Yeah, they had like features with a lot of people who we know today to be very big artists.
Yeah, really took off the other level.
Back then they had features with a lot of them, but you know, like I said, it was like during that time where conscious was coming in as well as gangster rap or what you want to call hip hop, pop rap, whatever. It was all coming in. There was just a change in where like gangster shit just pushed consciousness rap to underground. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't listen to conscious rap unless you didn't listen to the radio. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I can agree.
And look, this group as well as we move along, Black Sheep, you know what I'm saying? Even for them at their time, which is way before 2001. We're talking about another whole 10 years back. Black Sheep, they released their debut album, A Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, October 22nd, 1991.
Yeah, man. That's legendary shit.
Right, legendary group. Another, more conscious rappers.
Yes, sir. Right here on the next one, that makes me excited because we got some more lights on it. You already know.
Yeah, just like Onyx, but later on.
Nah, not even around the same time.
About the same time, but they weren't caught on.
Nah.
After Onyx.
Well, this is the whole thing. See this group right here, and we talking about the legendary group of MOP, which is the Mash Out Posse.
Yeah.
Y'all already know what it is. One time for them.
Quick knowledge, the Mash Out Posse was actually a Mash Out Posse. It was not a rap group. These two niggas used to ride around and beat up mad people all over New York and shit.
They was actually giving it up, man. Shout out to both of them, two Brooklyn, two Brooklyn Knights. But one thing about it, and I will say this is because at this point in time, this was their second album, if I remember correctly.
Yes,
you know
it says the release of their second album.
Yeah, so this
Firing
was their
Squad.
second album. So at this point in time, you know, they were actually buzzing within the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing about it is that, you know, they had an edgy and a hardcore sound.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it really just kept them as like a
another group that
underground.
you put these on to go get in the fight.
Up until the gangster, you know, the gangster wave and lane really took over that scene.
Yeah,
it was really, you know, they were underground, and they, you know, if you was in the streets, you really knew about them because they had joints like. I think the real joint where it took them to a whole nother level was when they was on the when Hove got onto the Fall on Blaze remix.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With those guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
that's kind of what rings bells for me is when Jay kind of, I don't want to say Jay brought them on the scene, but being part of their project kind of put them more into the scene for people.
He didn't bring them on the scene, but definitely once he jumped on that, because it was already a banging record.
Yeah,
you know, Fall on Blaze was already a banging record,
yeah.
But when the remix kind of touched and it, you know, it had Hove, you know, that it took it to a whole nother level, and that's when a lot of people really started to catch the ear for them. But they were already buzzing, doing their thing. They were doing this since young, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to MOP, man.
Yeah, big shout out to MOP. Oh, and just in case we didn't, that's the album. The second album's called Firing Squad, released October 22nd, 1996.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? And the Onyx album was in 95.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it was
So not that far behind.
Time.
Yeah.
And this is their second album.
Yeah, facts.
You know?
Both of them was, Onyx
both,
in 95 was the second. Onyx was Shut the Fuck Up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 93, 94.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yo, shout out to both of those guys, man.
Big shout out.
Oh, look at this, yo, dope. Del, the Funky Homo Sapien, released his debut solo album, I Wish My Brother George Was Here, October 22nd, 1991.
And that's super dope, but you skipped right over the homie.
I did? Oh,
skip right
shit.
over the homie.
You know why? Because I had him there, and then I keep scrolling down.
Yeah, you can't skip these guys.
I won't skip them.
Big shout out to Cube, Mac 10, and Dub C, man, with Westside Connection, man. And this right here was actually happened to be one of my joints from them, which was the joint Bow Down.
Yeah.
You already
know.
Yeah. You know
and
this
this is definitely something big for me too. You know what I'm saying? Because being from Jersey and only listening to East Coast rap, and then having people like Westside Connection come along, it kind of gave me like a music that I can listen to outside of New York, Jersey, Pennsylvania, and shit.
Yeah,
you know
I mean, I always had the appreciation for the West Coast music. You know
I did too, as far as Snoop, Tupac.
I mean, for all of them, because it was just
NWA.
a sound. Like I guess I could say I was more appreciative of the sound that came in with the West. You know, so once I got wind of that sound, it made me want to dig and find out more, and it made me dig into those artists.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That I could say, all right, well, this person's from there, so I know he got that sound.
Right, and like I said, I was a fan of Tupac, Snoop Dogg, not so much Death Row, but just those two.
Mm-hmm.
So for and NWA, but for Ice Cube being part of the Westside Connection and bringing these other guys in that I didn't know about.
Mm-hmm.
And then listening to them, I appreciated that.
Yeah, definitely, man. Shout out to all three.
I didn't mean to skip over it. I totally looked at it and then scrolled down, like, oh, look what's next. You know what I'm saying?
We had to bring that back, man. I had to rewind that for
and that was October 22nd, 1996.
Yes, sir.
Bow Down, their debut album.
Bow Down.
Shout out to Del, the Funky Homo Sapien again. With his solo album, I Wish My Brother Was Here. My brother George was here. And that was on October 22nd, 1991.
Mm-hmm.
For any of those who are not familiar with Del, the Funky Homo Sapien, but he did some ill rap, hip-hop style, boom bap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And definitely on to the next one with the next person. This one here, man, the super cool thing about this dude is he's been around a lot more recently within the past year and a half.
Yeah.
Just all the times and what's been going on. A lot of it reverts back to the things that he was talking about
back
early
then.
In his music.
Yeah.
You know, early in the day, you know what I mean? And what the person that I'm talking about is Mr. Chuck D.
Chuck D.
You know what I mean? Big shout out and salute to Chuck D. You know what I mean? Everybody knows him for the famous group Public Enemy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I said, man, lately, you know, with what's been going on in the world, it's really pulling back, you know, the sheet on a lot of our eyes, because he was talking it, but nobody was really.
And that's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. This is And this is about the time where I say like gangster rap overtook the conscious rap that was coming in. And just so you know, we're talking about his solo debut album, Autobiography of Mr. Chuck. That was on October 22nd, 1996.
So
this is
true.
All falls in that time. Like look at Onyx dropped their second album.
Yeah.
MOP dropped the second album. You got Jay-Z, Nas still doing their things. And then you had people like them, Chuck D, or you even had Talib coming out at the time, or just coming out at the time. Most of these people coming out with conscious rap, more shit, and it just got pushed to the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, you could say pushed to the side.
I mean, look what's next on the list alone. We'll show you that it got pushed to the side.
Yeah.
And then shout out to Chuck D. I don't want to forget that.
Big shout out to Chuck
D. But The Firm,
man.
The Firm. The album The Firm was released the group released their first and only album, The Firm, the album, October 21st, 1997.
Yes,
so, that's a year later after Chuck D, you know what I'm saying? So, The Firm was big for me. I don't know how much for everybody else.
Super big for me, man. Shout out to all 4 artists who took place on this album to make it what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, just the whole thing about it is just I just remember living through that, you know what I'm saying? And I remember that whole era of when they were being put together and the rumors that were behind them being put together and who was actually a part of it, you know what I'm saying? So when it came out, and this is why I say it's also super, super dope, because a lot of what we're seeing with Drink Champs and, things like that.
It's bringing light to some of this
Bringing
stuff.
light to that whole situation, you know what I mean? I mean, shout out to Nori. He give it up to them 1,000 times over on Drink Champs, because he even says it, like, had it not been for, the track I'm Leaving, you know what I mean? Which it just made way for everything else.
To play its part.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just fell right in, and he explained that he had Nature on there. Shout out to Nature. Nature explained it too, and who would have thought they were as close as they were?
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? And also, at that time, I don't think anybody really caught the backstory of them and what was going on with them, because you had such big names like Nas and AZ, you know what I'm saying, that were a part of it. But just even knowing like they could have had so much more of a run.
Yeah, they could have had a huge run. It was too many people involved, and all 4 of them wanted their own solo shit.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, like like Driz just pointed out too, like the album had that many producers involved. Well, I mean, the whole thing about it, and those are your executive producers. But as far as with the production of the album, that really was supposed to be Dre.
Yeah.
But with Dre, it was the battle between Dre and Trackmasters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like they could have been so much more had it not been, so many people with the hand in the pot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
unfortunately,
you know what I'm saying? And now that they're all bosses and they're all free in their own right, who knows what we're going to see for the future?
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? We seen them come full circle.
We seen them do the song together there on the Nas album.
On the Nas album with the song Full Circle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a dope track. And I think it definitely made way for what could come out of them. You know what I'm saying? It had Cormega on it. Cormega was supposed to be one of the original members of the Firm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But things kind of transpired, which led to him exiting and Nature being brought in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Cormega, where's the Cormega fan?
And it's super dope, you know what I mean? Just because, like I say, all things happen for a reason. Through that, we got Nature, you know what I'm saying? And we would probably wouldn't have got Nature had that happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, big shout out to them, man. This was a big album for that year, man.
Facts.
Especially just going through what hip hop was going through that year. You got to remember, we lost big that year.
That's what I'm saying. There's so much going on in the middle 90s, late 90s with hip hop and music, with conscious rap, gangster rap, Biggie dying, Tupac dying, the West Coast, East Coast, fucking beef, just the government itself. So much went on that year, man. So much music got swept by in the late 90s, early 2000s. It sucks.
Whole fact, man. Shout out to them, though, man.
Yeah, man. Also, shout out to this gentleman. We had brought him up, and it's his birthday. Well, it was his birthday. October
Happy
20th.
belated. I definitely seen it because I seen a lot of people on the gram, you know what
celebrating.
I mean?
Yeah, I saw him too.
I seen a lot of people throwing
Snoop.
the happy birthdays out there, you know.
Yeah, and then we talking about Snoop Dogg, man. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, Snoop.
Yeah, man. Snoop's that dude, man. Very iconic dude for us, man. One person that he's one of those names within the game of hip hop that, if you're outside the the world, if you're outside the states of the United States, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you still know who Snoop Dogg is.
You're gonna know Snoop, and he may be brought up as the first name. You know what I'm saying? Like just because
they be like, "You from America? You know Snoop Dogg?"
Yeah, just because he has
like,
that
damn,
cultural
you pick Snoop
impact.
Dogg out of everybody.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Snoop, man. Got the Corona commercials on deck and all that.
Yeah, I seen that.
I seen him and Bad Bunny on the commercial. They, you know what I mean. Shout out to Snoop, man, the homie.
Yeah, shout out Snoop. Happy belated birthday, brother.
Yes, sir.
Next group up, another conscious group, Black Moon. Released their debut album, Enter the Stage, October 19th, 1993, man.
Yes, sir.
So shout out to Black Moon, man. They were big back in the days. They didn't get to the radio as much, but they did their thing, man.
Well, I mean, at that point in time, you got to remember hip-hop still wasn't getting too much radio at that time.
No, it wasn't. No, it definitely wasn't. But they were... definitely, in my opinion, big hip hop artists at the time of when they came out, did their thing. Only because I appreciate that kind of music. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Let me see.
Next one gonna get you then.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I just seen it.
You said, yeah, I know.
I just wanted to check how far ahead we got more.
Couldn't wait.
So this dude right here, I feel like if he was given the platform most rappers were given, would have been huge. And we talking about Pharoah Monch. Pharoah Monch released his debut solo album, Internal Affairs, October 19th, 1999. And for me, Pharoah Monch was a beast.
Yeah,
Get the Fuck Up, or Get the Fuck Up, or whatever we call that song. That shit was a weird beat. And he still kind of murdered that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, remember I told you I used to have records. I used to have that on record.
You cut and scratch on.
Yeah, son. Time, huh? So, that was a really good cut and scratch record for hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you could throw that, get the fuck up, and like people along, get your hands to the sky.
Yeah.
So people really reacted to that. So I always thought he was a good, like, entertainer, hip hop artist. Like, he gave you kind of gritty lyrics, but it was good lyrics. Like, very intricate lyrics, and it also could make you dance or get excited, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he was definitely within that conscious range with everybody else, but he just had a very clever wordplay.
And plus, I think the whole
had
reason
a lot of people on him.
And plus, I think the whole reason why he didn't go like super mainstream, I think it was his own choice. If I'm not wrong, I think there's a story behind why Pharoah Monch didn't explode as much as he could have. I think he dialed it back on himself.
Yeah, I think I heard something like that too before. But big shout out to Pharoah Monch, man.
Yeah. Oh, check this one out. Legend in its own right. Eazy-E, man, he released the EP. It's on. Dr. Dre, 187 Killer, October 19th, 1993.
That's crazy. This is when they were going at it.
Yeah.
Look at the album title.
Yeah, I know. It says it's on. 187 Killer. It's a whole play on words. It's definitely a shot. But that was synonymous in hip hop. Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, all that NWA shit really sparked like what we call the gangster rap and fuck the police, and what really pushed a lot of hip hop culture over the edge.
Definitely, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely that dude.
They're like the first group to be really like on CNN and in the White House and shit for like all of that controversy shit, right?
Oh, yeah, you got to remember, Eazy-E went to the White House and had a meeting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're like the first rap group really to get into politics almost in that sense because of what they were doing.
He definitely took us into a whole new threshold when he made that move.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Eazy-E, man.
Rest in peace as well.
Rest in peace as well, absolutely.
I think we're getting into the last one here. And I'm not quite sure this group or gentleman or what you want to call them. The picture actually kind of looks funny and shit.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to really think of like.
So this is Handsome Boy Modeling School. I guess it's a group. They released their debut album. So, how's your girl? Oh shit! I totally didn't read it until I just read it.
Yeah, definitely.
October 19th, 1999. So, yeah, I'm not too familiar with Handsome Boy Modeling School. And
I don't really remember no joints from them either.
And I'm not familiar about the album, So How's Your Girl? Because that sounds really fucked up.
If that's the case, I feel like I should have just put one of my joints up there and had me on the hip. Celebrate me in Today in Hip Hop.
Like
man.
1999, Big Ooze released his first EP.
Yeah, you feel me? Like this shit is crazy. I never heard of these dudes. You gotta put me down. I gotta get.
I'm definitely gonna look this up later and shit.
Yeah, I gotta get on one of these lists, fucking around with shit like this.
I know, yo. So yeah, man. Shout out to all the people in today's hip hop history, all the fucking recognition. Just like Drink Tramps, we try to show give our flowers as well. Most of these people have passed away. It's been their birthdays.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to them, man. Even though like I said, we're going to have to dig up and find some information about that shit. Because at the end of the day, I'm like, who in the fuck were they? And I've never heard of them in my life.
I don't even recognize. You know, I'm definitely good at recognizing faces.
And people out there that are tuned in with us, please tell us if you guys know them or know a song from them. Because if not, I'm getting one of my pictures and I'm putting it up there. And we're going to celebrate me on Today in Hip Hop on one of these motherfucking episodes.
Nice.
Because that shit right there just blew me the fuck away.
Yeah, for real.
Definitely blew me away.
Yo, with the tradition of honoring hip hop history, we're going to go into a song right now.
Definitely,
so please stay tuned for after the song, because you know we're going to get into more of this podcast. We're going to get into some sports. If you haven't answered the question yet, go ahead in the comments, answer the question before the podcast is over. Let's get into this joint real quick. And let's see, man, who we want to play?
Remember, like we said before, the question of the day is, what is the largest ocean?
On Earth, yes.
So
it's written in the comments.
It's written in the comments. Check it out. If you already answered, call up one of your people. Tell them, yo, jump on this real quick. Put in your answer. You get a shirt. You get some shit off this. Chance to win some free shit.
And with the tradition of running with shit, man, we're gonna play "Oceans Crashing" by Mo Savage and Polo 40. I mean, Low Life Joe. I'm sorry.
Shout out to Low Life Joe, man. Big shout out to Low Life Joe, man. He's supposed to be getting the situation corrected, you know what I mean? We spoke, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a lot going on with them, you know what I mean? Big shout out to them because they are still pushing their music and still pushing their dream. They had a video shoot for one of their artists about a week ago or something like that. Seen it was a dope turnout. Salute you guys. I seen what you guys doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. No doubt, man. We'd love to have you in one day or even get us some more music to play, man. Well, we're going to play this one right now called Oceans Crashing by Low Life Joe and Mo Savage, man. You got to check these dudes out. I'm going to tag them in the comments. Go check out their books, man. Facts. Oceans Crashing, baby.
Yes, sir.
Beast Mode Production.
On the way up to the beach, puffing the cloud of some sheesh. Please let me think, meet up the plug and head east. Passing the torch to a sheet, watch you burn up in your sleep. Pass it to me, little Bo Peep, ayy, yeah. Riding in peace, passes repeats, back to the beach, ayy, yeah. Oceans crashing, I'ma manage, watch me sail off. Oceans crashing, I'ma manage, watch me sail off. Oceans crashing, I'ma manage, watch me sail off. Oceans crashing, I'ma manage, watch me sail off.
Don't you know life is a beach, huh? My diamonds hit like a wave by the sail, cheap up a perk, this ain't COD, bitch, I'm a DOG, I tried to tell ya. I keep a crib, full whip a pit, bull, I got a chop to tell, I'm about to drown in this liquor, my bitch like a bitch and she can't even smell, ya. My dog move that sandal like gar, Margella baby, we used to what started. Lil' Mo Savage, I'm a ball like a starter. I ain't no way, Lil' Mo Savage just surf. Sit on the beach, I got shot like a turtle. Jojo just told me we lit like a match. I brought a baddie, he brought a baddie, now everywhere we poppin' out like we match.
On the way up to the beach, puffing the cloud of some sheesh. Please let me think, meet up the plug and head east. Passing the torch to a sheet, watch you burn up in your sleep. Pass it to me, little Bo Peep, ayy, yeah. Riding in peace, passes repeats, back to the beach, ayy, yeah. Oceans crashing, I'ma manage, watch me sail off. 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 Turning my life to a party, jump on the boat, get it started. Surrounded by fake love around me, covered in shade and I'm feeling so foggy. Can't avoid all of the fake of the talk. And legit with the drip, and I hope I'm no target. Cause taking your life is a clear open option. Don't stress me too much, I'm just running my office. Do you need orders? Mo said we lit like a match. He brought it baddie, I brought it back. Walking in public, we looking like twins. Double up bitches like Hefness and Giz. Quad 4-5 shooter, he'll never let you swim. If you ever get close, social distance him. On the way up to the beach, puffing the cloud of some sheesh. Please let me think, meet up the plug and head east. Passing the torch to a sheet, watch you burn up in your sleep. Pass it to me, little Bo Peep, ayy, yeah. Riding in peace, passes repeats, back to the beach, ayy, yeah. Oceans crashing, I'ma manage, watch me sail off. Oceans crashing, I'ma manage, watch me sail off. Oceans crashing, I'ma manage, watch me sail off. Oceans crashing, I'ma manage, watch me sail off.
Yes, sir. We back in the building, man. Shout out and salute to Low Life Joe. That was Oceans Crashing. Y'all already know what it is, man. That's one of them joints, too. You already know.
Yeah, that's just a vibe right
question about that. You know what I'm saying? But we got to get Low Life Joe up here, man, so we can ask him some questions, man, see what he got going on with the music.
Yeah, get him in here one day. Low Life, reach out to us, man. We reaching out to you right here. Hit us up, man. Get you in here, promote some more of your jams in person. You can talk however you want to talk. Let them know what you got going on, man.
Indeed, indeed. Who we got lined up next to fire off with before we get into some sports?
All right, so I'm going to go with Rob Dent. Nah, I'm not going to go with Rob Dent. No, I'm going to go with Rob Dent.
Please go with the what was the new joint? The
Hold up.
Joint he gave us, man.
Hold up.
Yeah, because that's that shit right there had me on some other shit.
Yeah, we gonna
shout out to Rob Dent.
We gonna play Hold Up by Rob Dent, yo, man. Shout out Rob Dent, yo.
That's
he always comes
it,
through, yeah, and he brings a lot with him. So, yo, this is Hold Up by Rob Dent, aka Bobby Lee in the tags, man. Check him out, bro.
Whole fact, you already know.
Yes, sir.
Yo, nigga, this nigga Suave don't came back to motherfucking life. Shout out to that nigga B Suave, man. One of the realest niggas I know. Flynn over here chilling. I'm about to make us some millions. Lil' mama, what's the whole up? I don't mean to press ya, but you sleeping on me got me in a coma. Corporate goals, college girls getting them diplomas. Middle finger 9 to 5, you on the office. Screenshotting me when you listening to my songs, but you keep me on red. What's communication? Hold up, let me just wake from this dream. Hold up, let me get back to this cream. You a cute little thing, for some years I'm working. Always been a hustler, you smooth as Jergens. I'm low-key blowing up, you doing your own thing. You still inspire some of these things that I'm writing. Nothing's exciting without doing some sightseeing. Trips we agreeing, countries we should be fleeing. Through the days she's dancing, reality blocking. You living life based off a movie depicting. Looks can be deceiving, I'm into receiving. Genuine love, genuine hug, home cooked meal, back rub. Break you off, back shots, and we back to schoolwork. But you in some boy shorts on, come on and you twerk. Laying under the covers, going over the future. How high, I'm from the fly, different breed, a different creature. Asshole type of features, what I've been told from leisures. Been through so many, now we calling them Caesars. You always taking souls, the pussy will leave you scheming. Wake up in the morning, send out a good morning. Hey, what's up, received at a happy hour, ignoring. Now using drunk specs and women I don't expect. First way to regress, but I'm married to the money. Get the power to respect. I'm collecting like 3 texts, nothing come from a dream. So she sleep at her own request. Mama, what's up? I don't mean to press ya, but you sleeping on me got me in a coma. Corporate goals, college girls getting them diplomas. Middle finger 9 to 5, you on the office. Screenshotting me when you listening to my songs, but you keep me on red. What's communication? Hold up, let me just wake from this dream. Hold up, let me get back to this cream. What's up?
Shout out to the homie Rob.
Yeah, man, that should be jumping right
that's
there,
the
right?
Joint, hold up, yeah, that's my shit. That shit got that bounce to it. You already know.
Man.
Definitely got that.
Still got
bounce.
the beat bumping right now.
Yeah, see, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
I can't. You got me over here. I ain't getting the beat, man. You still over there in jam mode. But big shout out to Rob Dent, man. That joint right there is definitely one of my favorites from him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he does his fucking thing, man.
Got that bounce to it. You already know. But yeah, man, back at the ranch here. It is another Sunday, and it's looking like the weather's holding off out there. It was supposed to rain.
Yeah, my view is nice.
I'm seeing a lot of broken up clouds out there, whatnot. So it's looking like the
nice.
weather's holding off. So maybe you guys got out there and got to do a little bit of the Sunday fun day activities.
Yeah,
Who
man.
knows?
Hopefully.
Yeah, man. Hopefully. Who knows?
But if you're just tuning in, thanks a lot, man. We're halfway through the show. We about to get into the sports, man. So I know you motherfuckers like sports.
Definitely, man. So we dropping into sports.
Yeah, once I get a better engineer besides me, we're gonna have.
You already know we're gonna have some cool special effects and shit like that. Yeah. Add a little flair to it. You know what I'm saying? But man, big shout out to a lot of you guys, man, because the sports world is on fire right now, man. Even though the NBA just took its way out, and from what I'm understanding, it's looking like the league may be starting back up December 22nd.
Okay.
don't hold me to it because I can't hold them to it yet.
Yeah, we don't know anything.
But
as much as they tell us, right?
Nah, that's what I had seen on the news that they were talking about as far as with the league and things like that, trying to get the league to fall back to its original flowing of a schedule. That way, come June, we could be having the finals.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if that does happen, then things could fall back into the right sequence.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
But
that'd
instead
be nice.
of it being an 82-game season, I think it'll be something like 70.
Yeah, that's
games.
what I was gonna ask. They gotta at least shorten some of the games.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They definitely will, just because it'll be picking up in December.
Yeah.
So I think instead of 82, it's looking like it'll be like 70 or something like that. Around that number.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
You know what I mean? But, in other sports with it, the football games is going crazy. Like we did touch base on the app earlier when we did kick off the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The app. Yeah, I remember, yeah.
But with the picks, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. With the games right now, I'm seeing it's looking like a nigga picks may be on point for a couple games.
Really?
Yeah, man.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to pull mine up right now.
Okay, he said I want to pull mine up right now. You want to check it? Oh, you talking about checking the actual app?
Yeah.
This nigga crazy. I ain't checked that yet, bro. I'm talking about the games, just looking at the scores themselves, man.
Oh, just the scores. Oh, I'm saying the picks that you picked on the app, right?
Definitely.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
one of the games.
I don't remember. That's why I'm going back.
Oh, okay. Well, one of the games and one of the picks that is on today's group of games to be picked is the battle of the unbeatens. And
damn,
you had
man,
the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yo, that's the one I missed.
You had the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. One was at 5-0. Well, they both were at 5-0, actually. You know what I'm saying? And that was the big game that everybody was really talking about this morning, which was actually going to be a good game because if anybody know Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh keeps them a solid defense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they always manage to put together an offense that takes them a good ways within the season and even into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's how they actually get to linger around and wind up in the Super Bowl, just with the core of their defense and, the plays that they get to scrap up within on offense.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But as of lately, Tennessee has been one of them teams. Derrick Henry, you know what I mean? He's a beast running the ball over there for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And basically the whole thing with them is they've been solid within the past 2 years. They actually managed to put something together. Ryan Tannehill, they actually pulled him from the depths because after his stint in Miami, a lot of people thought it was going to be over for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they actually bring him over there to Tennessee, and, it's been nothing but up from there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So shout out to them, you know what I mean? And right now, Pittsburgh is beating them 27-24.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
know.
I'm saying?
And
how did you have that game? Because you said you got it twisted. You got it Titans?
Yeah, by at least 7-9.
By at least 7-9. I think I had Titans. I think I had Pittsburgh for that.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure.
No, the one I fucked up is what I thought originally I should have picked.
Yeah.
Was Washington.
Well, how'd you mess up?
They won.
You picked the Cowboys.
I picked Cowboys, and I knew I should have picked Washington because of last week.
Well, that's why I always tell you, you know what I'm saying? You got to kind of look into what's going on
last week
before
I knew
you
they
pick
did
some
pretty
things
well.
like that.
I knew last week they did pretty well, and I heard that on the radio the Cowboys have been doing really shitty. But it's one of those things where it's like both teams kind of are not suck. They both kind of suck.
Yeah.
So it's like up in the air at that point for me, Everybody else, I was pretty on point. Hopefully the Titans in the next minute do something.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping they don't because I actually had this game Pittsburgh, and I actually had them winning by 4-6.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? And
so you would be pretty. No, you would be off.
No, I would be on because right now I'm off. I would have been on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But right now I'm on either way because they're winning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But technically I would have been spot on because I actually when I first did it I had them by 1-3.
Oh, okay.
But then I thought about it and I was like, well, if it's gonna be one of those lopsided games where it could end up being more field goals kicked than touchdowns scored, I thought 4-6.
Yeah.
So I thought covering the spread in that sense would help, but
I mean, it'll work for me if they score.
For you?
No, they would have to score a touchdown and a field goal.
Well, and that would be within the last minute of the game because right now it is the fourth quarter. There's a minute left, and it seems like it's their ball on Pittsburgh's 28. So they could possibly score, or it could be a field goal to tie it up.
Right. I still would be under by points. I picked way high points.
Well, let's get into the other games because that run right there is just the headliner for what they had going on this week. Also, you had the Browns and the Bengals. The Browns are right now down. The Bengals are up 34-33. It's 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and the Browns do got the ball. So it is still a chance that the Browns could pull that out. I don't really – right now they're on Cleveland's 46. So, you know, ain't no telling, you know, a good deep ball could come out of that. You never really know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In other news with it, we got the Falcons that are beating the Lions. I actually went with the Falcons in that game.
Uh-huh.
I'm winning right now.
I know. I lost.
Oh, shit. Yeah, see, you got the Falcons who are actually beating the Lions right now, 22-16.
And that's another thing. They won last week. I should have went with the momentum.
Yeah, I really felt like after last week's game, I felt like it was going to be a turning point for Atlanta.
Yeah.
Atlanta actually had one of them starts that people looked at and was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because you know what Atlanta's capable of. Yeah. And within all 5 of those losses, they were putting up fucking crazy numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, you guys are losing, but you're putting up 32 to 35 points a game.
Yeah.
Like, something ain't right.
Yeah, it's just a law.
Yeah, you know, so they fired the coach. They got rid of one of the coordinators. And they got some new people in. And then, like I said, I knew it was going to be a turnaround for that franchise. Yeah. And right now they're up. It's 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and it seems like they're about to pull this one out.
Oh, yeah, they definitely are.
So shout out to Atlanta. Also, in other news, you got the Bills who beat the Jets. They didn't beat them as more than I thought they would have. I thought they would have beat them by a lot more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they ended up pulling it out 18-10. That is the final in that game.
Okay.
Also, the Packers, who I picked to win, beat the Texans. I definitely didn't cover the point spread because I picked 7, and I think I picked 10-14.
Oh, if you had picked, you just missed it.
And they ended up beating them by 35.
Yeah,
35.
So
well, they ended up winning 35-20.
15 points.
Yeah, so it's looking like my spreads is off, but my teams is right.
Yeah,
man.
I did. I'm like the same way.
And that's the final in that game.
I did 7-9. They did 15. The Panthers, the Saints. I'm off by 1 to
He
win
jumped into the next game. Yeah, and in the next games, which Mike, you know, that is the final, and which is the Saints beat the Panthers by 3. It was 27-24. That seems like the final score in that game, and I actually think I nailed that game.
I missed it by 1 fucking point, man. If them niggas would have scored 28, I'd have been good.
Let me see what I think I did. No, I picked 4 to 6,
Me
and that
too, bro.
It's fucked up because that was another game too that
I was way confident with that one too.
Yeah,
I was like,
one.
Oh, this is what they doing, shit.
Yeah, see, and that was one that actually, you know, to be 100 with it, I actually picked that game, and I picked it by 1-3 originally.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So, you know, and that was, like I said, it was just the question of, damn, is it going to be more touchdowns and field goals? And when it came to those players, it was like, and those teams, I was like, yeah, it'll definitely be a few touchdowns. Mix it up.
Yeah.
So, you know, hey, man, like I say, man, that's why we play the game, man.
And I didn't do too bad for, you know, I literally did that like 30 minutes before you got here. Because, you know, you get the warning.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, if Ooze get here, because you was like, yo, this nigga will be here by 12. I figured you'd be here by 1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm waiting. They scored?
The Lions scored. It's tied with 1 second.
Oh, they scored the field goal. So they got.
Oh shit!
They got to get a
shocking event has happened in the Lions and Falcons game.
Does that count? Does that count in overtime for your point spread and all that too?
Well, right now this does count for me because if the Falcons win by a field goal, I hit that bet on the head.
Okay.
Which could help me point wise in the process of getting
the opposite side, if they score a touchdown, I'm good.
Well, if Detroit scores a touchdown and wins, then you're good.
Yeah.
If you know the Falcons score
a field goal,
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? If they score a field goal, I'm good all the way across the board.
So I need the Lions to win the overtime.
Lions won.
They won?
23-22.
Wow. So it turns out like I lost that game by 1 because it seems like it's 1 second left on the clock.
Yeah.
But the Lions, it seems like the Lions pulled it out. Yep, it is the final, 23-22. Detroit Lions have won.
Shit. I don't know if I got that one. Let me see.
Nah, you probably picked the Lions to win, but you know.
Not the point spread.
Not the point spread. I told them 1-3, man. Damn. But either way, man, in other news, man, and I definitely didn't have this game picked right because I thought that it would be a tighter game. But the Washington football team has beat the dog shit out of the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, I thought it was going to
be way tighter. That's why I didn't even pick the Washington to win.
I picked Washington, but they ended up beating the dog shit out of the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's crazy.
25-3. I feel bad for them Cowboy fans, man. I definitely feel for Dak Prescott, man. You know, it was a terrible way that he went out a couple weeks back, man. I'm hoping that he has a full, speedy recovery. You know what I'm saying? Because seeing the Cowboys without him, it's not the Cowboys.
So, wait. Let me get a clarification, right?
What's
Lions won by 1 point?
Yeah, man. Fucking Lions won by 1 point.
Nigga, I hit that on the head, dog.
Yep. Oh, you chose that? Lions by 1?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Shout out to Mike, man. Mike got that one.
Damn, man. Too bad. I just needed the Titans and Washington to do what they're supposed to fucking do.
Yeah. But yeah, you know what I mean. So
I'm still low on the point spread. I ain't getting shit from this game.
That's another one. Who else? We gotta finish mentioning them out, man. We did the Cowboys and Washington. Right now we getting ready to load up into the next games too. You got the Chiefs and the Broncos. That's a 4:25 game. You got San Fran and the Patriots. And Cardinals. That's another 4:25 game, and you got Jacksonville and the Chargers, which is another 4 o'clock game. And then you got the 8 o'clock game for the night to cap shit off, which is the Seahawks and the Cardinals.
And the Cardinals.
Yeah, the Packers did win today.
Yeah, I went with the Packers.
I went with the Packers as well. And that's even another one of them games where I was like, damn, I thought Green Bay was gonna be tight, you know. I didn't think it was gonna be tight. I picked that game to be by 10-14, and they won by 1 extra point.
Oh, really? I did 7-9.
Motherfuckers. You know
what are you talking about, Green Bay?
Yeah, but it's all good, man. You know what I mean? This is what we playing it for, man. And I hope everybody else is out there doing their thing as far as with the picks or whatnot. 10-14. I know.
Yeah.
So it screwed me.
1 point, motherfucker.
1 point. Almost there, brother.
That's how it is for me in the
Dollar in the Dream, just trying to make some cream.
That's how it turned out for me.
This is the thing, and I'm glad you just said that because you hear Drew in the background. That's why I don't gamble. You ain't putting up no money to do this.
Yeah.
This app that I'm telling you about, this is free.
I still feel cheated on that.
Why would you feel cheated? It's your pick.
1 fucking point, man. Come on, give me that.
You should have had it. You should have had it. I should have had it.
I'm off by 1 point on the Panthers and Saints. I went with Saints from 4-6, and they won by 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, you know, I mean, you just got to kind of be, you know, adamant with your shit. Know your shit a little something, you know. But, hey, man, if you know your shit, you can fuck around and win some big money.
And that's the cool thing about this. I ain't gonna front the app, as I'm pretty knowledgeable in football itself, like how teams operate. I don't have to watch that shit to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, most teams, they have like a statistical thing about them that once they're matched up with another team, you can kind of know the gist of where it's gonna go. Now it just breaks down to players. You need to know, like, you know, what player got hurt last week or during the week, or
it's good to know certain things because them
like
things can help you. You know, those things kind of determine who's gonna win, how much they're gonna win by.
Yeah.
So when you get into those things, it gives you a better understanding. I did some of the
college games and shit. Yeah, I was way off. You know, like, because I don't know none of the players, and the questions, they're like, who's gonna throw the most TDs, this guy or that guy? And I'm like, that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was, you know, it's dope, man, and that's why I say with these apps it actually gives you something to, you know, do your thing with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Also, like, I ain't even gonna front, man. I just seen something, too, on news. Serena Williams, she had her daughter taking tennis lessons. Now, mind you, her daughter only like 2 years old.
Oh, shit.
2-3 years old, and they got the little girl taking tennis
busting
lessons.
Tennis rackets already.
But the crazy shit was, imagine a lady who's giving the girl the instructions. And you sitting there with Serena watching you give her daughter instructions.
How to play tennis.
You feel what I'm saying?
And she like, no. That's not how we do that.
Yeah. So, you know, that's actually crazy. I was checking that out, too. I seen that on Sports News a couple days ago.
Oh, that's crazy.
That shit had me dying laughing.
It's going to be interesting getting older to see what kids come from athletes who become next great athletes.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, it's like Michael Jordan's son. Like, we always waiting for it to be the next Michael Jordan and shit. The nigga don't even play ball.
Nah, but
you know what I'm saying?
Great business, man, because they doing their thing with the trophy room store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, when you look at it, it's like, you know, something good came out of it because they're damn good businessmen.
Yeah, something, right? You got to learn something, motherfucker.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And another news with it, you know what I'm saying? The UFC, they had an eventful night on, I think it was Friday that they ended up having that fight that Khabib fought. Justin, I can't even say the dude last name.
I don't know. I didn't get to watch any fights this week.
It was like Gainey or something like that, some shit. But he ended up beating him too. And the crazy shit about it is it was real touching for him, you know what I'm saying? Because he ended up announcing his retirement. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not too sure how many people seen that coming. You know what I mean? But right now, Khabib is the undisputed champion right now for UFC in his division.
Okay, no doubt.
So to see him go out on that note is kind of like, holy shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
I don't think really too many people expected it, man. But, you know, shout out to him. You know, he ended up pulling out that fight Friday night. I don't think anybody would really want to see him go right now because he seems at a point where he's at his peak with, you know, dominating.
Right, we're beating motherfuckers up.
We're dominating these motherfuckers the way he's dominating them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's something personal. I really don't know.
The evolution of boxing is so interesting because, like from now to later, like, what's the evolution of the athlete gonna be like?
Well, I
you know what I'm saying? Like, cause what do you got? 3 aspects of boxing: defense, offense, and technical shit. You know, like the technical parts, your footwork and shit.
Yeah.
So how much more can you improve on those 3 things?
Yeah, I mean, hey, man, you know,
other than being like superhumanly fast or some shit like that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And I mean, that's with all sports though, because when you look at it, I mean,
of course,
there's always the turn of the athlete in all sports.
But why I say boxing is interesting to me because I want to see it. In football and basketball, you know, you went from a couple of dudes who shot super high arc jump shots, you know, from a closer 3-pointer. To people who jump from free throw lines and dunk it, to now you got people shooting from whole courts.
Yeah.
You got people jumping from the free throw line, damn near doing layups and shit. I mean, the 3-point line doing layups.
So you see the way the athlete has
you
evolved.
can see the involvement in that. And boxing is a little different. Like, you've seen it throughout the time, but at some point it only breaks down to 3 aspects of a boxer, like defense, offensive, and technical skills.
Well, not only that, because you also have the aspect of power, which that can alter and change the whole dynamic of a fight. Which, like, for instance, like the fighter that we watched last couple weeks ago, Teofimo and Vasily Lomachenko.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That right there was a clear example because you got Teofimo, who we know he got the power to knock somebody out.
Yeah.
He's had a knockout damn near every fight.
Then we get into the defense of Lomachenko.
Where it's like, and also that Lomachenko can take a punch.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? So that played into effect. But for your average boxer,
so it's gonna it sounds like the evolution of boxing is how long can you get punched in the face?
Who could withstand it?
Yeah, like how many rounds can you stand?
It's funny speaking of that shit too, because I was just watching Rocky last night, and he took a whole lot of punches from that Russian in that fight. He took a whole lot of face and headshots.
Right.
How much could he stand?
Right.
And then, mind you, in that movie they went 15 rounds in that fight.
Oh shit.
And you seen after that fight, that's when he was fucked up in the locker room. He was sitting there shaking, talking about I can't stop shaking. Because nigga punched his shit out of him.
That's the problem with boxing. You can only get punched in the face but so many times before you can't get punched in the face no more.
Yeah, before something really happens to you that can shut your body down.
That's what I mean. Like, you could win that fight and everything, but next fight, you might not be physically capable to pick your hands up.
Yeah, that's a whole fact. You know what I'm saying? But I think it really is interesting. I seen interviews they've been interviewing Teofimo left and right since all of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's really open to all challenges, anybody who's really willing to take a shot at it.
Hungry young kid, man.
Yeah, really. And you know what I mean? They mentioned the rematch, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, him and his people are open to sitting down and talking a rematch. So, it's going to be interesting to see, man. I definitely am excited for the kid to see which way he goes with it. You know what I mean? And I want to see him defend it, you know what I mean, more than anything. Go Brooklyn. You already know what it is.
Oh, yeah, of course. He's from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. So
I'll go with Brooklyn, too, because I got a lot of family from Brooklyn and my people's from Brooklyn.
Shout out to the boy. You already know. And that really concludes sports for this week, man. You know what I'm saying?
In Brooklyn and shit.
That was a cool run-through on sports, man. We're going to get back to watching with the games and seeing how the scores play out. Hopefully, you know, we get a closer chance to winning this money, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I like this because this is not based on odds.
Nah.
So this is not like betting in the sense of what you're thinking about, Drew. Like where shit is based on odds, where like how many people bet in here is how much money you get. They're just putting a sum of money up and being like, yo, if you get the answers correct, here you go. You got to get them 100% correct. You can't do 85. But the cool thing about getting 85 is they might give you a little cash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get a little cash.
Like but 85 is like the least you could go percentage-wise of being right. You can't be. They give you like a limit to that shit. You know what I mean? You can't just win all the games but not get none of the number spreads and win. You know what I'm saying? But you could probably win like all the games and a couple of the number spreads, it looks like, and they'll give you something as long as the percentage of what you got going on equals that.
Definitely.
So it's not a bad thing. It's pretty cool. I'm not a betting man either. So when I looked at it, I was like, oh, shit, I could do this. Because this is literally just, what do I, this, that, and then hang this shit up.
No money.
Yeah,
so
and then hang it up, and then you just wait for the game.
Trying to get paid for educated guess.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to do.
Very true.
That's exactly what you're trying to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, but like I said, that concludes sports this week. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
so right now we're going to get into some more music because that's what we like to do here. We like to shine and show these independent artists love, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the artists who send music. If you're looking to get your music played on MELLO-ROOM, go ahead and, let me see.
Email it.
Right here, where my arm is into the blank part. Email it to us at that email, man. And make sure it's MP3 so that I can play it properly.
Indeed.
I do not pull up from SoundCloud or YouTube to play your music without your consent, and your consent is sending me the MP3. So, with that being said, email us your tracks.
I'm glad you clarified that for them.
Or your art. You know what I'm saying? You can send art pictures. We'll post them up. Give us a description of who you are, what the art is, blah, blah, blah. Put all that in the description. We'll put that up sometimes on our show. We love to show art. If you can look behind Uzi, we have art piece that someone sent us.
Yeah, you know, we got some pieces. That's super dope.
We got the rap
crazy
snacks.
We just played a joint called Oceans Crashing, and that's
the
exactly
oceans behind you.
On the picture behind me. Oceans Crashing.
We got the rap snacks up there. You know, we got the merch up there and some intelligent books. We got to fill that bookshelf up.
You know, with the 3D art.
So yeah, man, send us your work, man. If you want to get it shown on our show, we're more than willing to do it, man. This is what we are, a podcast by artists for artists, yo.
Definitely, man. So we're gonna get into it, man. Who we got loaded up in the chamber, ready to let fly?
Let's play somebody more recent to the show. Let's play a Jesse James joint, and let's play Papyrus by Jesse James, man.
Let's do it, man. Shout out to Jesse James,
shout out
man.
Jesse James. I'll tag you in the comments, brother. Papyrus.
Yes, sir.
MELLO-ROOM, Sunday Fun Day.
Indeed.
Shout out to East Africa. If I could bring back time.
Je ne parle pas de
Time is the longest between two places. I've been to the desert with those who praise him. I wrote this with my eyes closed, I had 2 pages. Jesus died for our sins, would you trade places? I want my body in a tomb in a museum. I had a threesome in Sweden.
What happened here? So I'm not quite sure what happened to the music. Let me play the music again.
Yeah,
but we still live, but I don't know what just happened to the music. That's so weird and shit.
Oh, okay. Well, nah, I thought it cut us for a second, but nah, we still here and we still getting to it. So y'all already know, man. We're gonna load another one up and let it fly.
Yeah, man. Let me just get I don't even know what the problem is, yo. I mean, you might as well just keep talking till I can get some music to play here.
Oh, okay. Nah, I thought it was something simple.
Yeah, this is weird because I'm not even getting it processed from out of the computer into the thing at the moment. So that's something that I can't really troubleshoot at the moment.
Okay, well, while he works on that and makes that happen, we're going to get back to the ranch here at the MELLO-ROOM. Now, crazy things I've been seeing is one thing, and I can't wait to actually check this out, is the interview that Kanye is doing with Joe Rogan. You know what I'm saying? And everybody like to talk about Kanye and, you know, it's entertainment, this, that, and the third. One thing I will say about it is you never know exactly what you're going to get from Kanye, and I think that's like
I can't wait to see that interview.
That's actually what makes me tune in.
I can't wait to see that.
You know what I'm saying? And I say that because on one hand, when you do tune in, you fuck around and get some real enlightening shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it'll take your mind somewhere and make you think about something that you like, damn, I never really thought about that. You know what I'm saying? Or I never thought about what it took to to get into that space or to actually process into that space.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So with that interview, I already know, like, and
Joe
Rogan ain't one of them people that's going to let bullshit
Joe Rogan asks good questions, and he's good follow-up on it. Like, he won't allow you just to say something and then him be like, oh, okay. He going to be like, are you sure?
Yeah, you
like,
got to stand. You got
He going to be like, yo, look that up for me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he going to make sure what you saying to him is legit.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? So, and I think that's dope, you know what I mean? One of the dope things about him and his platform and what he does on his platform, you know, so interviewing a person like Kanye, I see that being a real enlightening interview, you know what I'm saying? And I can't wait to check out the full interview because I actually only seen like a clip of it from right now.
Yeah, I want to see it too. Well, shit fucks up. Well, I got it fixed.
Oh, so we back in full swing?
Man. Again, Jesse James, Papyrus, I tagged him in the comments, yo. Salute to that brother doing his thing out here in Central Florida, man. This is called Papyrus, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shout out to East Africa. If I could bring back time.
Je ne parle pas de
Time is the longest between two places. I've been to the desert with those who praise him. I wrote this with my eyes closed, I had 2 pages. Jesus died for our sins, would you trade places? I want my body in a tomb in a museum. I had a threesome in Sweden, it felt like I was fighting off demons. I'm like Frederick Douglass fighting for freedom. Papyrus, amulets to ward off throat diseases. Drank water out of glasses, that was Venetian. I'm like Stephen King, I worked on every brick in my kingdom. I'm God's gift. Real niggas unite. I'll drink the blood of a poisonous bite. They take a felon's voting rights. Third eye, ultraviolet light. My skin is more black than white. I'm able to see past death in the holy afterlife. Egyptian silk covered my temple. Play my music at my funeral. I'm Gregory Mendel. A crystal ball can't tell me how much I miss you. Cause shorty bad like Kendall. I wash my body of sins in the Bay of Bengal. When I'm gone, don't say you knew me. Cause I was never friendly. If I reach my arm out cause an angel was in me, you can mind your business like a Benjamin Franklin Penny. Rest in peace, my guardian. I got the blood of a scorpion. Heaven is the place she probably in. Put our face in the Sphinx as we toast with powerful drinks. With the greatest men around me that were born to be kings. I wanna be more like God than more like y'all. Cause I ain't trying to die in a trap like a fly that got caught. The sun is my time clock. Everybody's a genius, but label us livestock. My legacy will forever be remembered, even beyond the pine box. I wanna live 100 years. I ain't trying to work for no races that's giving me they ass to kiss.
Back in the building. Shout out to Jesse James. That was Papyrus.
Yes, sir. Papyrus.
Correct. So you already know, man. Shout out to him. Definitely on the doing his 1-2 all over.
He's been doing his thing around Central Florida, man. So look out for that, brother.
On his grind heavy.
My headphones, my bad.
That's what it is.
So we're gonna play one more before we do our closing remarks and get out of here for today, MELLO-ROOM, man. Sure, today's a short episode. Me and Big O's got a lot of things to do today, this evening.
Indeed.
I thank you guys for tuning in, man. Right before before we play this last song, do our shout outs, I'm just gonna announce the winner of today's show. I would ask you to reach out to the email above and give me your information depending on what you want. If you want your shirt, I need your shirt size and what color shirt you would like.
Indeed.
And if you want the studio time, then you have to reach out. You have to reach out to me in the email so that I can send you the information on how to get connected with Studio 1025 to receive your 2 free hours.
It's a whole fact.
So the question from earlier was
what is the largest ocean?
What is the largest ocean on Earth? And shout out to Tony Starks Tony Stark on YouTube, who was tuning in at the moment, and he got it right. Was Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean on the Earth.
Big
so shout out to Tony Stark. Yo, Tony Stark, if you could, man, email us at the MELLO-ROOM1025gmail.com on the screen above. And send me your information. If you want the shirt, I need your size and the color. If you're looking to claim the studio time, you still need to reach me on that email so that I can send you the information on how to collect that prize.
Indeed, man. Big shout out to Tony Stark.
Yeah, man. And everybody else who tunes in, man, thank you. We see you. We try to do our best. You know, feel free to give us some suggestions on would you want to see the show go better. Right now, me being behind the board
limits, that's a whole fact.
Limits me and Uzi be on the main screen to have more closer interaction, but we still here, so we don't mind the suggestions, man.
So whole fact, he's right there.
Yeah, we're right. We're right. Yeah, we're not far from it. It might look like I'm far, but I'm not that far.
You know what I mean? Right there, he ain't too far. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, definitely. I was just over here checking out more of the bets and shit. You know what I mean? Forgive me. Yeah. I'm over here trying to see if I can win, if I got a chance at this damn money.
He said, man, fuck the show, man. Let me see if they give me the money.
I'm trying to get to the money.
The money, dummy.
Yeah, but he said, take the money, dopey.
Yeah.
Or the water boy. Take the money, dopey. Fact. I'm trying to take the money. But yeah, man, y'all already know what it is, man. We about to get into another joint, though. Who you got lined up?
The one before the last joint, because I always play the last joint on the outro. A little bit of it. I don't let the whole thing play. But this one, this is a big shout out, man. This is a big ups to Hanzo Blade. Shout out to that brother.
Shout out to Salute.
We actually happened to purchase a beat from your man Hanzo, so look out for a project from me and Ooze coming from a beat from Hanzo.
Indeed,
so I can't wait to.
And y'all check out his beats because he got some fire over there.
Yo, he got fire. And Hanzo, we're gonna be checking you out again for another one pretty soon, man.
Definitely, we're gonna be reaching out to you real soon. There's a joint that you had that you posted on the gram that I told Mike I ain't trying to give out too much information here. I could take you right back to the exact beat myself because I know how to.
I saved it and we're gonna figure it out.
I ain't gonna give out too much information on here, but we definitely gonna be getting at you real soon because I definitely need that joint.
Yeah, so this is Hanzo Blades off his Birds of Prey joint, and this is called The Habit, produced by Iron Lungs, man. So shout out Hanzo Blade and his whole movement, the Grind Wave, and Rookie. I think he's coming out with some shit, man. Send that music to us, guys.
Y'all already know.
Yo, man. The Habit.
Man. Toss the fire.
Prostitution is primarily defined as offering services indiscriminately and especially in exchange for more. Secondarily defined as devoting oneself to corrupt or unworthy purposes. Hoeing to me, giving up everything I am to be what you need, and you still played me. But I'm alright, because you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but you can turn pain into spotlight.
Whether you believe it or not, we all dabble in sin. Even the chosen ones have demons that they grapple within. A prostitute spread an eagle for the cash in the stem. I've seen a junkie grab a needle, start stabbing her skin. The moans of her pain became louder than crackling wind. Exposing the frame with no shame, she's ratchet and slim. Chatting with men as she's washing down glasses of gin. Now the poor innocent child is left abandoned with kin. Forced to live with strangers, now that's when the damage begins. Hoarding all this pain even when they all laugh and they grin. At his hand-me-downs, he's living out of bags in a bin. Cutting clowns, puffing grass in the back of the gym. The only friend he ever had was a pad and a pen. The type that was quick to spaz and start jabbing your chin. Starting through with dirt, his life spiraling faster than rims. They say the ones that lose first are last at grabbing the win. That's facts though. Part of the story, shorty living like a savage. Became a thief in the creek with a nicotine habit. Had to sleep on a train or on a pissy cheap mattress. Got wrapped up deep in the game like Ricky Free in the traffic. Cut it, whip it, bag it, stamp it, then fed it to the masses. Fucking bitches so rampant, leaving seeds to be a bastard. Whip it in the latest forest, spending sprees was lavish. The chips that came in pouring built his legacy and status. Always rolling with the blick, you see his tendencies was callous. Blow a hole in niggas quick or any enemies that ratted. The G was about his food, but he left his peeps famished. He was Ebenezer Scrooge when it came to cheese and carrots. The Judas peeped his moves, the Jews left the thieves attracted. Some goons ran up in his room and started squeezing ratchets. When your life is full of problems, the trail can be disastrous. So the streets provide two options, either jail or sleep in caskets, motherfucker.
Sir, he's back. Shout out to Hanzo Blades, man, and the Ground Wave fam. You already know, man. That was Habits off of the Birds of Prey project. You already know, man. Like we said, man, definitely check out and look into him. He got beats up the sleeve for you. And
yeah,
also
Hanzo is definitely doing his thing out there, yo.
Yeah, and they got that heat when it comes to the, you know, the actual pen game to it. You know what I'm saying? So get with them, man.
Shout out Hanzo Blade and his whole motherfucking grind wave.
Big shout out, man.
Shout out to Tony Stark on YouTube, man. Reach out to us. Make sure you reach out to us, man.
Why does that name sound so familiar? I feel like I know that person.
It might be what it might be.
I do know it's the name of an Avenger, fool.
He's stupid. He said it's an Avenger, nigga.
I do know that part, fool. I'm just saying.
It's Iron Man.
No, I'm just saying. I feel like I know that alias online, so we're going to have to check it out.
Yeah. So reach out to me, Tony. Shout out to you for tuning in. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in. Shout out to all the artists we play, man. Shout out for
man. Big shout out to everybody.
Everybody who
shout out to
Airs
Printing.
Airs Printing.
Shout out to iCravesDessert.net. Happy birthday, Nicole. You know what I mean? Like we say, man, we always like to spread love here, man. This is what we all about. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Also, big shout out and thank you to those artists that help make up what we do here at the MELLO-ROOM. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We wouldn't be. We couldn't make it this far without the music.
That's a whole fact. So all of you independent artists out there that
we
are
can't talk that
tracks
goddamn
this way and doing a 1-2, please continue to do your 1-2, man. Also, get us some video content. Let's start letting the people see y'all.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We trying to get into doing a video version of this more than the music version. You know what I'm saying? We trying to turn MELLO-ROOM into like kind of a video box, MTV
we trying to take
joint.
You back, baby. Video soul.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, you know
we gonna start bringing more people in to freestyle in the booth and shit like that. So you know, just keep paying attention, man. I'm only one person, so I'll get you there, but just give me some time.
Indeed.
So like I said, man, thanks, man, everybody, yo. Big Ooze, thanks, Drew. Everybody who checks us out. Airs Printing, we said that. Craves Dessert, happy birthday.
We said that. You already
It's a
know.
beautiful day outside still, so go enjoy the rest of the day. That's pretty much it, man. I mean, I don't got nothing else for you guys, bro.
I'm pretty much on the same page, man. I'm ready to get out there and enjoy some of this good weather, you know what I mean? So y'all already know, man, from us here at MELLO-ROOM to you guys back home or wherever you at.
Peace and love, baby.
Y'all already know, man. Holla, man. Fuck with us.
On the way out, man, I'm going to play some T the Goddess, yo. Hopefully you don't get cut off, baby girl, but I've been trying. I'm going to put your music as much as I can. I don't think it got turned off last week.
I'm not even too sure. But, hey, man, as long as we keep mixing it up like
that. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
Through.
I'm going to throw one in there, T. I got you. And we going to go with your joint that you promoting right now, Right Playing Wrong Bitch. You know what I mean? So shout out to T the Goddess for Right Playing Wrong Bitch. And we're going to get the fuck out of here, man. It's MELLO-ROOM Sunday Fun Day, man.
Peace.
Let's give it a minute to play. And then we're gone.
There ain't no us. I used to try to be a queen. I tried to be there for you. You tried to play gotta focus on your magic. Yeah, you gotta focus on your magic. You gave me dick, I gave you, love. Right man, wrong man. There ain't no pretty like this.
Yo, peace and love, man. Mellow Room, we